Hey everyone, Bear here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. It's number 10 for this game. We are going to do the German Rivals series here, so we're doing Builders Cup in career mode, hopping into German Rivals under the Enthusiast tour if I'm not mistaken, and we'll be checking it out. I'm planning to try to do all 6 races in one go. Probably get warmed up to learn the car for the first race, and then we'll skip practice for the rest just for time's sake. Otherwise it could easily take, 2 streams to tackle it, but to try and grind this game out, at least the series from the career, I want to try and grind 1 out per sesh, so we'll figure it out as we go. I do want to note I messed with the brightness, contrast, and gamma for this one. I tried to make it much more vivid and look like what I see on my TV. Each game I've noticed is different, so I don't know if to just start setting up color correction filters for every game individually, because settings for this game won't work as well for another game that has nighttime in it. So I really have to figure that all out. I thought I had it going, my setup that I had a few weeks ago, but I decided it just wasn't optimal, so I want to kind of start from scratch on figuring this out, but I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I just want to make sure it's not washed out. For some reason, the Elgato naturally looks washed out in the Streamlabs, but with the contrast, gamma, brightness, you can kind of play with it to get it looking good. So let's zoom through our intro, hop into the gameplay, go from there. So I'm pulling up the schedule from our Discord real quick. Just want to make sure it was the right one since I updated it yesterday. So plan for day, schedule all in one. We are on Thursday. I held MW3 campaign on Monday. I started it. We did Warzone Tuesday. Sorry, I'm getting this wrong. Started Modern Warfare 3 campaign Monday. Did Zombies Tuesday. Checked out the new Warzone yesterday. We got a dub on our first match ever. Now we're here for Forza Motorsport on our usual Thursday Forza Motorsport sesh. Tomorrow we got Counter-Strike 2, Flex Lock considering War of Rights. Saturday we got Hello Loose Insurgency, American Truck Sim No Stream Sunday. I'm considering taking tomorrow off, so if I do, there might be a stream at 1:30, or I might even try to do 1 and 3:30 for the afternoon. But not 100% yet. Might do Warzone just because it's new. I've been thinking about it, and I do have a day off. Work from I get basically a day plus off every month from work, so released to me, so I got that time. I don't know if I'm gonna waste it this soon, but hey, if you see me on tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do a full afternoon. We'll start early, but for now I left it out of the schedule because I wasn't sure if that would happen. But yeah, probably Warzone for the first slot, and then we still hold CS2 around the time that it's supposed to be held. Bring back the screen. Plan for the game. I'm going for at least 500 gamer score. We are at 265 out of 1000, 20 out of 57. I'm not going to 1K this game most likely, but I would like to try to get at least 500 plus. I feel like that's a good number to go off of. Moving on from there, like, sub, links, description, thegamersociety.com, Discord, Razer Stores, I'm Razer Streamer, Rep Sports with a coupon code TGS, 15% off, check it all out. Setup as an equipment description, including my G923 wheel. Random chats Thursday, so the weekend's almost here. 1 more day of work to go. If I take tomorrow off, 2 streams in the afternoon, get some delivery. I'm on my own tomorrow night unexpectedly. We're initially going to watch Season 4 Miracle Workers and finish it, but Electrovolt's had some plans pop up. So I'm on my own, probably going to watch a movie or something of some sort, not sure what it'll be yet. And then hold our night stream, War of Rights. Maybe I'll pick a war movie. I don't know if there's some kind of Civil War movie or something like that. It'd be a cool idea. I'm actually going to write that down right now, because it'd be very fitting for the night stream. So if I could, I know there's some for sure, so I'll have to take a look. And yeah, moving on to Saturday, we got our streams, on my own once again, planning to watch American Psycho, the movie, before we run ATS. That's pretty much all I got for random chat. So I think that covers our full intro. Plan for day, schedule, plan for game, spiel, setup, random chat. There's not much else to it other than hopping into the game. Hopefully everyone's having a good Thursday so far. And yeah, not much else to say. Let me just double check Streamlabs real quick. I think it looks good. Just wanted to make sure everything looks good because I messed with my color correction filters as mentioned shortly ago. I want to make sure I don't ruin the stream quality, but it's much more vivid. I think that's a good thing. So just to sum up what we've completed so far, if we go to Modern Tour, we've completed all 4 main series. Yeah, series completed. I was going to say, I don't know if that's what they're called, but it says right there. Then apparently there's an event, a showcase event, but I decided to skip that today, because what I might do is take these showcase events, And depending on how long they are, you know, if they're 45 minutes long, we can do 2 in a session, or just do an elongated session, do 3 of them. Saving those for the end, and we'll have a stream just dedicated to showcases once we get there. But there's 4 series per, and then a showcase. So completed all 4 Modern Tour. We completed, just want to go back to it, Premium Performance last week. Enthusiast Tour, we're going to German Rivals today. Next week we should do JDM Legends. And then the week after, well, not the week after that, that'll lead to the showcase. The week after that, we would hop in the Power Tour with Iconic Muscle. But yeah, quite a bit to go here. We also have Legacy Tour with a bunch of older cars, including Hatch. And then we have Open Class Tour, which will be interesting. So you can pretty much run anything from those series. So let's go ahead. Once I open up German Rivals, it's going to start playing a cutscene. I'll let it play. Then we'll go from there. Let me just see something real quick. Just give me 10 seconds. Alright, sorry if you heard a noise there. Wanted to make sure I didn't tug on my headset cable. So I have so many cables running. I got my, obviously my Series X hooked up, connected to TV, connected through Elgato to my computer, Ethernet cables, Elgato cables, steering wheel cables, audio cables. It's cable palooza out here. Sometimes stuff gets caught, especially with the wheel. I have a wheel mount. It's a really nice high quality metal wheel mount. It's heavy as F, but it does the job. There's no question your pedals moving or the wheel moving or not holding steady while you're doing races, so well worth it in my view. And yeah, so I guess let's get this show on the road. I just want to note that I'm a huge European car fan, so I really look forward to this one. I personally have an Audi in real life, which I've talked about on many streams, but we can, I guess, always talk about it again today. And yeah, let's go ahead and start it.
An epic rivalry between German motorsports giants that started in the factory and continues today in the shop and on the track, fueling the innovation to create 3 inspired sports sedans. The BMW M3 with its race-proven handling, the Audi S4's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive, and the mighty AMG-powered Mercedes-Benz C-Class. The performance difference between them isn't major. Winning will come down to how smart they're built and how brilliantly they're driven.
So, yeah, I'm wondering what I'm going to pick. Kind of have a sweet spot for Audi because I have one, so I trust them very much so. So you have a 2004 S4. You have the 2005 M3 and the 2004 C32 AMG. The fact that it just says 32 scared me away already. I'm probably going to go with the M3 because I personally have a older S5 in real life. Forza'd out, so it has 450 horsepower, tons of mods from sway bars, geez Louise, to engine mods, to this to that. But I've always had a sweet spot for this era M3, and I always wanted to have a project car of that sort, like a track car even, just an older M3 like that. So let's go ahead and get the M3. It is a B class, so it's a step up, but it's an awesome car. Actually, there's one of these parked on my block outside my house in real life. I live in the city, and there's a lot of cars out there for sure, but we have quite a few awesome cars that park around as well, like an older M3. There's a Levante or two. I think I've seen a 7 Series, the X7 SUV. Also a S7. Let's go with that. So we're going to, probably going to butcher this, Kyalami Grand Prix circuit. Our first ever cruise in this car. So I'm going to focus primarily on platform and handling, just off the bat. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go Stig style with it. Let's just not throw anything on it till we make some more CP. So be like the Stig. I'm going to do the practice to learn the car, then we'll do the race, and then we'll upgrade our car in between and we'll just hop into the race. No more practice after that, just to save time, so we can try to do all 6 races in one stream. We were able to do it last week in roughly 2 hours, so I'm hoping we can do the same this week. Becomes grindy in the end, but
sits at over
we can do it.
5,000 feet above sea level. So, naturally aspirated engines can expect some power loss due to...
I mean, we're gonna get power loss to thinner air. What the hell? So I think the first thing I should do with this car is get some tires on it. It pissed me off last stream so bad, but like, I had a Ferrari, and long story short, they put tires from like Walmart's get 4 for $99.99 sale on it. It just, they couldn't get any traction at all. You had to upgrade to get sport, you know, tires, so it was just really stupid. It's like, I get this car shouldn't have no crazy Ferrari tires on it, but you know Ferrari is going to come with better tires than, you know, like a 3 Series. I wish the game would recognize that, but I think they just put the crappiest tires in every car in the game, so you have to upgrade them, period. Doesn't really make sense. My car came with Pirellis from the factory stick, whatever, you know, the thing they put on the car window when they're selling it. I have it for my real life older S5, and it came with Pirellis, so I mean, pretty good tires. I run Michelin Super Sports on it, or Michelin. I'm saying that wrong. Been my go-to. I've had them for years. I used to switch between summer, winter tires, but since I barely drive, working remote, I've just been rocking those summer sport tires year-round. They're super sport, I should say. They're ultra sticky. I love them. I would buy them again without a doubt. Not optimal in the cold. Sometimes it can make your tires feel like they're... You have to get them warmed up. Otherwise, you know, get some like clunking vibes going on. It's like 40 degrees here in real life. It was snowing earlier. And I'm too busy looking at my dang iWatch in the road and driving off of it. Especially because I peeked up and I didn't see a red line, but that's why I don't text and drive. Pretty much everything with ABS on. That's the only exemption, and turning lines. But I'm trying to learn this car, so once we do the race, I'll be better off, and I'll focus on suspension and tires for a bulk of our builds. If we have the points, maybe at the end we'll consider an exhaust or an intake, but I'd have to say, if I ever have the opportunity to get a car like this in real life as a project car, you know, I'm going to pick it up. I'd love to have the older M3. I have an older S5, about a decade old, and plan to keep it for life as of right now. 450 horsepower. Obviously mentioned I have the Super Sports on it. Springs, sway bars, retrofitted trunk spoiler, where, you know, it's activated with a button. And a bunch of other mods like intake, exhaust, downpipes, ECU tune, transmission tune, supercharger, stage 2 pulley kit, etc., etc. I think I mentioned last stream that I have so many mods I need to like actually sit down and like make a list in Word or something. So I should probably do that. Maybe even better on my phone notes or something. Make it easily accessible. Someone's like, what mod you got in your car? Here's a list. I think I have about 5 more things to do to my car. Well, probably easily 10 plus if I want to do everything I want to do. But the next 5 mods, probably going to get some coilovers on it. Lowering springs just are too bouncy. Sure, it lowers the car and it feels better, but on like a bumpy road it gets too bouncy. Just don't love it. Want to tint's like a decade old, so I feel like it's slightly faded, so I'm gonna redo that in ceramic. Then I guess thought about either replacing my headliner because there's a really tiny damage on it, and I don't know, maybe get Alcantara or something, but I'm sure it'll cost a fortune. Or an intercooler, so you know, we shall see. Only time will tell. So I'm also trying to build a custom PC, which costs as much as buying like active coils and getting them installed. By the time you add like the 6 hours of install plus the, you know, $2 to $3 grand to get the coils. Gotta cut off an arm and a leg, but you'll leave with your car feeling great. Appreciate the 2 likes, by the way. I think we're on our last lap of warm up here. I feel comfortable with the car. It's not giving out in the rear as much. It wants to try and swing on me, but it's not too bad. Kind of surprised, but Forza Motorsport's been one of the more popular games on this channel. Call of Duty is just like dead around here, even though it's a much more popular game, probably because a lot more bigger streamers. Plus, I'm more of a Milsim fan these days anyway. Tomorrow, though, as shown on the schedule, we do get into CS2, and then at night, I'm thinking of doing War of Rights, the Civil War Milsim. We had a lot of fun playing it last week till I got banned for 6 hours for quote-unquote team killing. I think I only I might have killed like 3 people and injured 1. And that's over the course of like the whole day, not just one thing. I accidentally killed 1 teammate because I tested out the game last Friday afternoon to, you know, make sure it runs, get my graphics settings done and test it out, but there's no markers, so you don't know who's who. And it was my first time ever playing, and it looked like they were coming at us, so I fired, but it was a teammate. Then that night, I decided to, I was playing with Armad's Cap at night, and I decided to stab both of them once, just jab them, you know, with like my musket or whatever. And long story short, Cap was injured one of those times, and he dropped dead. But then it was going down in the middle of the field. Everyone had their bayonets on, just jabbing each other. And I decided, you know, I got stabbed from somewhere, so I just swung mine out. Of course, killed a teammate, 6-hour ban, it was ridiculous. And that game has like 1 server going for PvP, the rest are all, you know, like training camp style. But we had fun messing around on those servers, so at least it wasn't a complete loss. Apparently I'm going to be first even if I'm in all these places. I don't know about that though. What difficulty? Oh, no wonder. Oh yeah. Alright, so I usually play on 4 out of 8. Last week I put it on 2 out of 8 because even though my car was like crazily modified and it had, you know, one of the best ratings there was this one car that was just complete BS. Like it was level 8 tier and it was taking turns without like, it looked like it wouldn't even be braking. It was just flying through turns at speeds that everybody else would be going off the track, and there was no way I was catching them. And to me, I'd rather get first place in this game than second. I'm trying to win every single race in the series, so decided that was the first time in 10 streams that I ever had to lower difficulty. But anyone who's played Horizon or Motorsport knows that sometimes the AI can be ultra cheap, even if you haven't touched your difficulty. It'd be like you're racing against someone who's the max difficulty level for no reason in that race. So they were just gone. They were like ready to lap everybody else, all like 23 other people. It was just kind of stupid. Can't get down with that, so I had to lower the difficulty, but and audio's back. My controller died. Every single Forza Motorsport stream has this happening 1, 2, 3 times. Using the G923 wheel, but for audio and commentary, I'm using my, you know, wireless Xbox controller I use for, you know, console streams that aren't steering wheel related. And if you don't touch it for like 20 minutes, it dies. So long story short, that's what happens. And then you lose all audio, except my voice. Sometimes it still comes through even with the controller off, but I have no idea how it sounds. I actually want to look into that later to see if you can actually hear me, because the bars show up as if I'm talking, but the controller is off, so I don't know how that works. I don't know if it just has a pass-through or what. some racing here. Alright, M3, alright. Calm down, buddy. Oh, you want to win. Like, why would I rewind? We just, you know, we tapped each other. Forza acts like people don't tap each other in real life races. Even though, you know, you watch, you know, the crash montage and you'll see the opposite goes down. The goal is not to, but so many times people just smash, bump each other, go off the track. Sometimes a lot worse than that. Nobody wants it to get to that level. But naturally, that's the risk of flying down a track at, you know, 150 miles per hour while it's raining with low tire wear. Well, I'm about to lose control over here. You can tell from my voice. The G923 wheel I'm running has have like feedback set to like max, so you really feel it. It's a workout. Actually snuck in some weightlifting today during work because if I take tomorrow off from work, which I'm thinking about as mentioned earlier, I won't have time if I want to do a bunch of stuff. Just gonna hit up the range, hold 2 streams in the afternoon, get delivery, watch a movie, like a Civil War movie, and hop on another stream at night. I don't know the last time I watched a Civil War movie, and I'm playing War Rights tomorrow night, so it's like, it might be the perfect time to see what Civil War movies are out there, and watch one. This blue beamer is up my ass. I feel like I'm driving on 95 over here or something. If anyone knows, 95 is the highway that goes from basically Canada all the way down to Miami. It technically goes to the Keys, but it doesn't because it turns into, I think, US 1, which also goes down the entire East Coast. But people drive like mofos on 95, especially if you're between like NYC and DC. Once you hit Virginia, everyone just drives too slow. Sorry, people from Virginia, but every time I've been there, it's like you're trying to drive on the highway and it's like some guy who eats McDonald's every day, his arteries down there. And it's not because it's heavily congested, it'll just be because people driving slow. I live in the major city, so everyone's always in a rush, so, you know, there's always someone up someone's other ass on the highway. You'll be in like traffic and they'll be like behind you trying to flash their high beam. It's like, what are you doing, man? For being such an older car, the interior looks pretty cool. The wheel's kind of chunky vibing, where you do your button selections. I will say that. It's got those thick button arms on it. It's got the screen and everything. I've had 3 Audis in real life. My first car ever was a way older A4. My second car ever was an older S4, and then my newest car, which is still a decade old at this point, is an older S5.
3 left.
So I want to keep the S5, make it a lifetime, you know, project car. I paid it off and everything. So it took a while and refinanced once or twice, but I wanted that car over any of the other options. I'd rather, you know, get the car I want and pay for it over a long period of time. That's just my view. Some people disagree, some will agree. But if you love cars, you can get it on a long year extension, you do it. That is all me, 100%. My tires clipped the, clipped the damn dirt right there. I'm just gonna rewind right here. Probably could have fixed myself and drove off. As I was getting to, my next car, a few rules. I've had 3 black cars, so 1, my next car cannot be black. 2, it cannot be an Audi. It has to be anything else but European, so BMW or BMW, however you want to say it. BMW is the correct way, I'm pretty sure. Then you know, Mercedes, even Maserati, but those are a little bit pricey, so I doubt that's happening. They used to be affordable. There was a time, I think it was back when like the Levante came out, they would have it listed at like 100K, but the monthly would be the same as like an A6. It was ridiculous. Missed out on those days. But they're also not known for the most reliable cars, so I had to let off the gas there as cars getting a little bit wishy-washy, if that even makes sense. I feel like it's trying to give out on me. I might be driving it too hard, so I'm getting too comfortable. Yeah, we shall see. I was gonna wait another like 2 years to get another car because I want to work on my current car plus save up a nice hefty down payment. Really want to try and get a new car from factory. At least that's my goal. I wanted a V8, but you know that's probably not going to be an option in 2 years. But yeah, I'll just see what's on the market, what it is, if it's worth it, or just get some older. At least it won't be a decade old like my S5. So. But it's an awesome car, can't complain. V6 supercharged engine. Lap 4 or 5. Blue Beamer's back. Getting too careless, so caught up. Woo! You can see right there, tires getting floaty. Car's pretty sweet. I feel like with a few suspension mods, some better tires, this thing could be a real track beast. Like I was mentioning, real life cars, so my S5 will forever be, you know, my older project car. It's a decade old now. Next thing I know, it's going to be, you know, qualifying for like a classic plate before I know it. Then I want a new car, which, as much as I want to own all my cars, I might just lease a car so I can get something nicer because I want something new from factory in maybe 2 years or something. And then my goal is to go to a project car, but I'm thinking something older, 40s, 50s, 60s. Just do like that true project car, but I'd almost consider overwriting that for an M3 like this. Can't imagine these are worth that much money these days. The car market went up all crazy, as we all know, but the prices settle. A car like this shouldn't be too bad to grab for project work. The way I want to do my next project car, I almost want to get it without an engine in it. Just get like this, squeeze like a totaled M5's V10 into it. For no reason at all. People be, oh, look at that M3, it just has a freaking M5 V10 in it. I don't even know if it would fit. That's a different question, but you can probably just fit a small V8 under the hood of this. Just make sure it's an M series V8. My older S5 in real life, I found a totaled RS5 from the same, you know, period that had an active trunk with a spoiler. So, you know, you click a button, the spoiler goes up and down, it's built into the trunk. And I bought the trunk off that car. It was sad to see that car totaled. The whole front end was just destroyed, but the trunk was in like mint condition, so I bought it, had it painted and wired and everything. And now I have retrofitted active spoiler on my car. Well, probably one of my favorite and coolest mods. It cost a fortune, way more money, like double than what I wanted to pay, but it looks hella awesome, especially when you click a button, you're getting on the highway and the spoiler goes up. It looks badass when it's up. We are almost done. The first race. Oof. I felt that. I had the baby off the gas right there because we would have definitely lost it. And we got the dub. The blue M3 behind me just wants to try to take first so bad, but waving out the window while I fly down here. Why is there a bunch of C classes in here? What the heck? I guess they're $4.99, so it's not as bad. All the other 500B classes are above mine, though. They all got some mods on them. Hell yeah, we got some tires, sway bars, suspension. We're going to the ring, but we're only going to the GP circuit. 5 laps. I'm not going to do the practice laps this time, as mentioned. I would like to really try to get all 6 races of the series done in one stream. I used to do all the practice races when I started playing this game, but you level up the car and then you put it away, because in this game, to do all these series, you want to use different cars. At least that's what I do. I want to experience as many cars as I can. So that's kind of the way I've been playing it. We afford any of these. So we got up on the handling and up on the braking. Get those on there. How about the roll bars? How many do they go? They 150 each. Let's do the roll bars. My real life car, I got exhaust, I got full intake. I'm just looking through the list here to see what I can say I have. I got the engine tune, that would be under that category. I'm gonna get aftermarket pads and rotors next time I have to replace them. I got roll bars, I got springs, I got the upgraded tires in real life. I don't have rims yet, but eventually. I got the transmission tune. I got the retrofitted RS5 trunk on my car, so I got the rear wing, which is not stock on an S5. Had to get it off an RS5. Got the I got a carbon fiber front splitter, rear carbon fiber valence. I always wanted to get a carbon hood and paint it, but it just seems like a crazy waste of money, at least for right now. I just wanted to look at that list and see. Doesn't cover everything that I have, though, for sure. Let's go to the ring. So we got to start the practice and then just leave the practice. This game doesn't let you just skip it from the menu. They really want you to practice. So I'll practice real quick. Practice what would happen if I hit that wall. Alright, let's go to skip. I don't care about the credits or XP. Because again, once we're done the series, this car is just going to sit on the shelf. Not a shelf in a garage, but you know. Had to mute my mic real quick. Tell my dog no. He's laying on this little rug I got in my man cave, or a little carpet. He's like chewing the carpet. What the hell he's doing over there? Alright. For this race, I'll start in 12th. I may regret it, because it doesn't even tell me my podium finish. But we won starting it with 6 last time, so let's try 12 this time. Car's a little bit better built. I I suspect it'll be a little bit better. We just need to get. I need to go paint this car after this real quick. The main menu. I guess put some black rims and some tin on it. So that's definitely what I would do in real life. Every car I owned and every car I ever will own has to be tinted out. Just the way a cookie crumbles. Ow. I'm sorry, S4. Oh, S4, what are you doing? It's that S4 again, dude. It's that S4 again. Ah. Even my dog's looking at me like the hell's going on, man. There's two of these silver S4s. They're working together. The S4 Mafia, apparently. It's like, chill out, S4 guys. I had an S4, like, I think it was, yeah, just about between the period of 10 to 13 years ago. I had an S4 for a few years. It's like, be nice, man. I may not have it anymore, but someone out there is driving it. I actually talked to the guy who bought it, even though I went to the dealer. Alright, now I'm just getting reckless. We're gonna slow down a little bit. Thankfully, you know, it's drivatars who already rammed me. And anyone who's seen my streams of this game know these drivatars are a bunch of mofos anyway. How many times they spun me out at the beginning of races and rammed into me in a turn, even when they had space to slow down and stuff. Just, they deserve it. Let them get the whiplash. It's alright. So number one's way up there. That's what I'm trying to catch. We're only on lap 1 though, so we're alright. Wow, put on the inside here. So fellow M3. I'm gonna cut him off because I need to get over. Get better line. Oh, here comes that sharp turn. For the first time I had to do this in a much faster car, that turn was murder. There'd be so much traction loss because it was a rear-wheel drive. If I'm not mistaken, it was like the Mustang 5.0. With traction stability off when you're first learning the game, you get the idea. This guy in first is out though, we gotta catch him. If I get quiet, it's because I'm getting focused. We gotta catch him. That's Leonardo up there. I'm Tom Hanks. This is Catch Me If You Can, the movie. I'm trying to catch him. Probably not a good reference. You got away for a long time, but you know. That's a movie I gotta rewatch sometime. Great movie. Come on. They're right there, M3. You can do it. Come on. Really trying to focus on how I throttle down and then I jinx it. So I'm losing control and gotta whip my G923 around violently to counteract that force feedback. Jeez. It is definitely a workout. Had a protein shake earlier though after my weightlifting workout. Had a pretty chill day at work. Can't complain. Got a warning back there for going off the track slightly. Perks of working remote life though. Use that lunch break to squeeze in some exercise. Sorry I did my weightlifting for today, but guess I'll get some more in.
3 remaining.
Got an achievement. Something. Rain Meister. Complete 60 laps in the rain. It's not even raining. What are you talking about? Whatever. Is it raining? I don't see the rain. Have you ever seen the rain? It's like, I have. It's not raining right now, though. Calm down, Rod Stewart. So this car really needs some improved braking. It just, when you brake hard, the back end just starts floating to the side. That's what you're witnessing when I brake really hard on some of those turns trying to catch up or get away. This was also happening with the Ferrari until I got a few mods on it and it stabilized out. That thing was going left, it was going right. I wanted to go its own way like a Fleetwood Mac song, but we won that last week, so. We're halfway through race number 2 of 6 of the series, and we're almost 45 minutes into the stream. I'd say it takes about a half hour per race if you do the practice. So this in itself is 5 times, 2.5 minutes, which is what, 12.5 minutes? What am I saying? 2.5 times 5. Yeah, it's 12.5. For a second there, I thought I got that wrong. Best part would be if I did, because I actually have an electrical engineering degree. Now I work in cybersecurity. So I guess I left the math long ago. Yo, car, no! I had to let it happen. That's what I'm talking about. This car does not like braking heavily. Something I have to improve on at ASAP. See that? It just decides it wants to yank to the side. Yankee Doodle came to town driving an M3 apparently. The wheels, they gotta be made of macaroni at this point. Beauty of career mode, you can rewind. Well, you can rewind in multiplayer, but you don't have the whole race stop with you. So rewinding in multiplayer just usually sucks. It's like an emergency situation, or you miss the checkpoint in Horizon. So I will say Motorsport every Thursday on this channel indefinitely for now, but I will be holding Forza Horizon DLC, Horizon 5 DLC, the final one I have to do in a few weeks. At some point it'll be held like Monday, Tuesday for like a week or two. Maybe I'll make that the first DLC I tackle. So I think I have 3 or 4 DLCs to catch up on. High on Life, High on Knife, Forza Horizon 5, Dia de Muertos DLC I think it was called. Fallout 76 Atlantic City I want to check out, and Dead by Daylight dropped the Chucky DLC. I gotta go run from Chucky at least once. The only downside of that game is you can't pick who the killer is, so getting Chucky's kind of random hope. Unless you buy him and play as him, but I don't know if I'll spend money on that. One more lap.
One more. Finish strong.
Woo! Don't want to get too carried away by driving. It tends to happen. You get too comfortable, you start pushing it to the limit. That's exactly how something goes wrong. And thanks to anyone watching live, post in chat for shout out your own discussion. If you enjoy the stream, like, sub, you know, everything helps. Notice we got a lot of subscribers in the last few weeks, which has been awesome. I think this week alone, it's been like 40 subs new or something. Which I think we can say is thanks to a Modern Warfare Remastered video I dropped, non-live content. Just like a throwback montage of MWR. Got a Warzone dub yesterday, so I'll probably turn that into a video for Sunday release. Oh my gosh, this car is trying to murder me on the turns if I'm braking. I really gotta do something about that. I'll have to upgrade the brakes right away. I feel like we should still do suspension. Maybe even take the tires to the next tier. Some more traction should prevent that from happening. They should be stickier, hence, you know, they should have as much leeway to throw myself around like that, but we'll go down this straight. I'm gonna refresh YouTube just to make sure. Post in chat, because once in a blue moon YouTube backend doesn't like to cooperate. You know, people posting in chat, I'll refresh the my browser and it'll be like 5 people posting messages and I'm like, oh crap. Bam, boosh. Other mods unlocked. Let's see, we are going to Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Interesting. I don't know if I ever raced on that one. Maybe, maybe not. Let's go. So 500 points available. Some bigger tires on the rear. So stickier tires and bigger tires on the rear to help counteract that braking feeling we get. We really need better brakes though. Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Sports Car Circuit. Oh, it's this track. I remember this track. It has really thin.
The iconic Mid-Ohio sports car course was built to the contours of the land, with twisting, plunging corners and exciting high-speed
Yep,
crests,
I know this
making it
course.
a favorite for both drivers and...
It might be a favorite, but look how thin it is compared to the other tracks we've been on. Especially, I feel like there's some parts of it that get real thin. Skip the practice. I don't got time for that. So we are into our third race here out of 6. 4 more races to go, including this. Just realizing what I forgot to do. Might take a minute to exit the race real quick. So should let me just hop back into that race. I hopefully won't have to skip practice again, but I meant to do this. I usually do this right when I get the car initially, but today I forgot. So we're gonna have my cars. Sorry, actually we're gonna design and paint. We're going to select the M3 that we're driving, which is this one. We're ahead of 91 M3. I didn't even realize that. We've done quite a few races so far, so. Should you know, apply decals. Use my controller for this part. Usually go for matte, but this time I wanted to change it up. So one thing I gotta do to my real life car is get some red calipers. They're currently black with the logo on it. They're black and they say S5. What is this anyway? Looks like it works. The darkest tin we can on there. I never used that color for calipers before, but it works. Back into the race ASAP. See on my phone. I got it wrong. There's 5 races, not 6. Where the hell did I get 6 from? Are any of these 6, or am I just stupid? I guess I'm just stupid. Oh no, there are 6. There are 6. See? So there's 5 here, but there's 6 here. There's 5 here, but there's 6 here. And last week we did premium performance, which is 6. So, duh. Apparently there's 2 ways it goes. They're each different. So this is a 5. This is a 6. Does it go 5, 6, 5, 6, or no, 5, 5, 5, 6? So each one's different. They'll have either 5 or 6 though, so that's why I thought it was 6. It's not completely stupid. Alright, let's hop back in. 5 races is a lot easier to accomplish than 6, so we shouldn't have to worry about running past 2 hours today. I don't know if it's going to force me to do the practice again. It's getting distracting because I'm getting invites for meetings tomorrow for work, but long past my work hours at this point. As any gamer, streamer, wish this was my work. I mean, I guess it is a part-time gig in a way, but definitely doesn't make the money to pay the bills. So.
Exciting high-speed crests, making it a favorite for both drivers and fans.
So it's making me do this again. Let's try and make a crazier crash. Skip practice. Dog just sat up and he's staring at me. I don't know what he thinks. Electrovolt's is probably far from home. I think we were in 12th last time. Let's just do it again. Alright, stretch and get ready for this. Been sitting in a chair all day. Entertaining all day, in a sense. Earlier actually had to do a presentation and demo and a webinar. For work. It went pretty good. Everyone seemed happy with it. Got 2 thumbs up from everybody, so it's always a good sign. Then I'm doing this now. So completely 2 different types of entertainment. Yeah, webinar, I don't know if you want to consider it entertainment. Some people might. I guess it's entertainment if you're working. You have to sit and watch a webinar. It's better than doing actual work. It's always the best when you do it at like online conferences for the day. Just sit there and quote unquote listen. Is that a red Benz with the red rims? Or am I just seeing things? Reminds me of the Uber Sport I got in Miami like a decade ago. I think more like 8 years ago. I did a road trip to Miami. Over 15-hour drive each way. On the way down we stopped though, like 2/3 of the way down. Then on the way back I decided to drive it straight, but when I was there, we were at like a beach hotel, like North Miami Beach, and going out to dinner and stuff. I didn't feel like calling my car out of valet, so, because they charge you money to pull in and out, if you know what I mean, so. Ended up just Ubering everywhere, and I remember they had Uber Sport in Miami. I don't know if that's still a thing, and you could get like a sportier car. I remember getting this red Benz with like lowering springs on it, just going over speed bumps and be like, oh god. It's like, I get it. Because that's how it probably feels for other people in my real life car with my sports suspension and stuff, but I know Electrovolt hates my car on road trips because, you know, sports suspension, performance tires, lowered. I have the adaptive suspension, so I can set the casual, or comfort actually, geez Louise, saying CS2 PvP. You got comfort, you got dynamic, and you got custom. I usually run my car in custom where I keep my steering in dynamic, my suspension, I keep everything in sport mode / dynamic, except for the engine, because I live in the major city. I don't want my RPMs peaking out the whole time while you're sitting in traffic half the time. So I leave my engine in comfort mode, let the engine take a break, and if I ever want to drive a little heavier, I just throw the whole car in the sport / dynamic. It's a pretty cool feature to have. And for being a decade-old car, I can't imagine what they have today. Again, another reason I really want a new car, but it won't be for a few years. But it gives me time to mod my current car even more and make it more into a true project car, and then also get that custom PC I want to build in the spring probably. I was going to bring it, build it during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, but I put way too much money into my car trunk and then took a vacation in mid to late October, so spent a lot. I could have bought the PC for the amount we spent. I probably could have got a PC for how much I spent on retrofitting an RS5 trunk on my S5, but I actually really think of it, I absolutely could have had a beast with like a 4070 and i11 and maybe even 128 gigs of RAM, but we'll just leave it be. But my coolest mod, probably hands down. So I don't know if the newer S5s, RS5s have active spoilers or not. But a decade ago, back in like, I think it'd be 2012 or something, or no, 2013 through 2016 is the era that my S5 is from. And the S5 and the A5 did not have the active spoiler, but the RS5 did. And you know, it's awesome, I love it. It was well worth doing the retrofit, but it cost an arm and a leg because I had to buy the trunk off a totaled RS5, had to buy the module, the cabling, custom wiring for it. And then I had to you know, get it all installed. But my car was in the shop for like a crazy amount of, I had to put in a claim because someone hit my car. They hit my fender and you'd think it'd be easy pop the dent out deal, but to actually fix it they had to take off both fenders and the roof because they're all connected in one big piece. They had to take out my back seats and my coupe and everything. So while they were doing that, I had them install the wiring and retrofit the trunk. So it was like getting back a new car. Not sure if there's anything else I'd want to retrofit. I think the rest, I might retrofit Urus, carbon fiber, paddle shifters in my car though. So I have the double clutch transmission. I live in the city, and as much as I enjoy manual and know that, you know, it's the way to go, especially back when I lived in the suburb life, but when you live in the major city and you're sitting in traffic half the time, it's annoying. You know what I mean, if you drive manual. But as mentioned, not my next car, but my third car from now. Within the next handful of years, I'm definitely going for a older car. I'd say I want 40s through 60s, but I'll even consider 80s, 90s if I'm gonna get like an older M3 or something. 100% better be stick. Not willing to take anything else. Gotta have that one true spirited drive car. But if I'm gonna have all these cars, I'll probably have to move to the suburbs again anyway, so where the hell are you gonna park them around here? Not trying to worry about my project car sitting on the street, drunk people driving by and people trying to smash your windows. Steal like the 5 cents you have in the drink holder. Alright, this sun is really annoying. I can't see where I'm going. It's like Flight Simulator up in here right now. You'd be like trying to land at a runway. Your Cessna, you know, 152. Cockpit just get blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce in the middle of the night. Good song, by the way, and you know. Haven't played Flight Sim in forever. Once I feel like I'm far enough in motorsport, I might turn Thursdays into Simulator Thursday. So it could be, you know, motorsport, it could be Flight Simulator, it could even be, you know, bus simulator. It'd have to be a simulator game day. Preferably with the wheel, but I will probably try to buy a joystick setup for like Flight Simulator, but I might wait for that till 2024. I think that's when the next Flight Sim comes out, right? I think it's a new version of Flight Sim coming out 2024 with a ton more stuff to do and missions and all this stuff. So we'll be able to have a lot of fun in co-op on that. Now we just need Flight Sim and Forza Motorsport to like merge their worlds. I want to be able to drive this car the way it feels in motorsport, but on the map like it's Flight Sim. I have all those roads. If anyone's seen our Flight Sim streams from long ago, we used to do dumb shit like land planes on the highway and stuff. It was a lot of fun, but I always wanted to actually drive across the map, because that'd be awesome. Even though, you know, you'd be driving through New York City in Flight Sim and there'd be trees in the middle of the road, because legit true story. It's like whack what happens to the ground. I actually have a video of me touring New York City in Flight Sim, and I'm flying like 5 stories high through the skyscrapers in this airplane. My wings are like a foot away from each of the buildings, and we like flew through Times Square and stuff. It was pretty awesome, but it's definitely not optimal to land. I think there's like trees everywhere. Unless they fix that. I don't know. I haven't played in a very long time. Another race bites the dust. Bamboosh. So we're going to Maple Valley. I really like Maple Valley. So I'm down. We got 2 more events. We might be done early. I doubt we'll have time for multiplayer, but we run out of things to do. Send text real quick. Why's my car so dark? Alright, let's go to... That race suspension on there. Going to be even better to drive now. Time to go to Maple Valley.
After you pass under the bridge, you'll be uphill into the right-hand elevator door, which halfway through
Seems like we got a
begins
night
steep
race.
descent.
Did it again. Oops, I did it again. It's true, I did. I actually let my controller die, so our audio died for a second there. I'll take a minute to stretch, guys. Just bear with me. Phew. Much needed stretch. All right. So like, nah. I'm not looking for. I feel like the challenge is not bad. Some races it's been close. Some I feel like since I've been modding it, it's been getting easier. But it's the whole point of building the car up to get that advantage. They're still in the same difficulty. Apparently we have a rolling start on this one. I think I scared off any of our viewers with my boring commentary. So if anyone's still there, yeah, appreciate it. is slippier than I thought. Alright, what are you doing braking, you motherfucker, man? What the hell was that about? According to my game, my lines, there was not a line there for the turn. He had no reason to slow down. Yo! That guy doesn't know how to drive. That drivatar doesn't know how to drive, I should say. Practice was at night, but the actual race is on a rainy day. Fuck! That turn gets me. I always like this track. I don't know why. Those autumn vibes. With all the tree colors. Just awesome. Wish it was still fall.
3 more.
I guess it technically is, but it's definitely winter temperatures around here in real life. lap, 3 of 5. Fuck. Yep. That turn is like just trying to murder me. This little slope and the wetness combined. With any throttle down, just lose it. Alright, what am I doing? Let's get it together. We have this and one more race. I can't lose focus now. Just getting distracted because I was checking my phone notifications in the background while we're driving.
Final lap.
Just gonna do this final lap successfully. No penalty, but I don't think we need to question why that's the case. We are at 1 hour and 20. I think by the next race, you know, we'll be like around like 40 or something. I'm not sure what I'll do. It's either early dismissal, do some solo racing in free mode, or maybe we'll do some achievement hunting. We'll scroll down the list and be like, oh, what can we do to knock out some achievements? Like, it's probably random achievements, like drive this car on this track for a lap, or, you know.
Great work. We finished P1.
P1. Hell yeah. And we're finishing up Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. I'm probably butchering, but I tried. We got moderate rain, 4 laps. What shall we do to the car? Willing to sacrifice some of that tire handling for being able to brake properly. I feel like that was what I really needed to do. These Forza Motorsport tunes, man. My dog's looking at me like the hell's going on.
With 19 corners and 334 feet of elevation changes in just over 4 miles, Spa-Francorchamps provides nearly every possible high-speed thrill.
Start practice. First turn, perfect spot to crash at a high rate of speed. That was the most reactive crash we've had in this car. Gonna skip practice. Oops, I did it again. Lost my audio. We pause? We can. Just gonna restart. Cause again, that was like the 3rd time today I let my controller die. So I just keep forgetting to tap it, like I do every single session. How's my guy doing? What kind of driving you doing? We're doing the swivels. Got a really sharp turn coming up. Oh shit, getting hit by this guy. In the bends. Driving like a mofo. Yo, who's pushing me? AI straight up murdered me. Nothing I can even do. Gonna move up to 8th in hopes that'll alleviate how much bad drivers we got, but I don't think it matters. get out of there real quick because everyone's driving like they don't know how to drive. Alright, we lost control. Top of that hill, my tires are getting floaty because it's so wet out in the game. I still feel it. You can definitely feel the weather affecting our traction. Honestly, probably our stability. I have traction stability off, so it's all on me. These brakes are glorious, though. We're not getting that sideways drift from the brakes that we get. No penalty, I'll keep driving. It's really, really slippery on this track. This is one of the slipperiest races I've ever done. I think last time I was a Quattro, so kind of cheap in a way, because Quattro is a beast in this kind of weather. All-wheel drive with tires, yeah, all four can go different speeds and stuff to keep you going straight. I don't know if they actually put Quattro into the game, but off to lap 2. Us in the open road. Put my foot off the gas when we felt a little bit shaky back there. Not sure how I'll handle this. The laps are like 3 minutes long. another at least 9 minutes or so before we're done the race. Then we're pretty sure done early if I check the time. Between taking the early dismissal and doing something else. Let's decide when we get there. I'm not sure how I'm feeling. Always after doing 2 hours of racing, you're kind of like fried, especially in that last like half hour. Because this loses a lot of muscle. It's not just, you know, I'm not sitting on a controller with no force feedback. I'm on the wheel getting force feedback for 2 hours and a half so far. You can get the idea. I used to have a non-force feedback wheel, and while it sucked for that reason, you definitely didn't have to use as much muscle to drive. It's more just cruise around, but force feedback hands down is a million times better. I'll be using this wheel for a truck sim on Saturday night. We're halfway through the race. No, come on. Definitely sliding out more than I would like to this race. Gotta go further back. That was right in the middle of already having lost control. one more lap after this.
Last lap.
It's definitely a longer track. No complaints though. Other than the rain. Making it ultra slippery. Really gonna lose audio at this point. Now I can hear my me whipping the wheel around to the game. Just gonna keep driving though, so pausing. I had to turn my controller back on so I can get the audio back in my headset into the stream. It's really annoying. I really wish Xbox would just leave the controller on. If I'm using a wheel but I have the controller on, just leave the controller on. Stop turning it off. If I go inactive from the wheel and the controller, sure, but I'm getting my audio from that because my wheel doesn't have a plug-in for the headset, to my knowledge anywhere, so can't really get audio through this. Swung it with the e-brake there.
Well done. He won.
Well done. Gold trophy, congrats, you got a gold trophy for finishing first in the German rival series. 15,000 credits. Yeah, as mentioned, we're a little bit early because there's only 5 races. If there was one more race, we would have pushed over 2 hours. Well, today's goal for the stream has been completed. We are like 17 minutes early. I guess next week we'll tackle JDM Legends. Should be a full 2-hour session. Feature, we have the quite a few crazy races. 2 tours in career mode. Just taking a look. Probably just do like 1 lap. Was there rivals out there?
Hitting your personal best in a time trial means driving flat out precisely on the race line. So study your rival's technique, understand where you can be better, and then take it to the limit to grab bragging rights for the fastest lap.
...2002 Turbo. That just looks like fun to drive. Maserati. A car like that would be awesome to make a project car. Like, I'd absolutely love to have something like this as a project car.
Try to run at least 1 flying lap so you can start the next attempt at full speed. That'll be our best chance to set new lap records.
Was he driving like he's drunk? Why is my rival 8 minutes and 11 seconds? It's like they crashed back there and gave up. Like rage quit. That is strange. Try and get a really good lap in. New rival, 10 gamer score. Post a lap time on any track. Just want to get a better lap time on. lap. Trying to see if we can get even better time.
Remember to keep at least 2 wheels on track at all times to post a clean lap.
Well, apparently it... How's that work? Try and get a clean lap. Can't imagine going 120 plus miles per hour in this car. It would be awesome though. What else random is there to do? Apparently I'm top 33% of all players on that Rivals, even though I did it once. So what are you guys doing that you're doing so bad? That's what I need to know. But yeah, we completed German Rivals. We did this, we did that. I think I'm just gonna take the early dismissal at this point. I did a little bit extra, did that rival race. I'm just kinda, I'm fried at this point. It's been a long day. Yeah, I had to present and do a demo and a webinar earlier, had to do some work, squeeze in some exercise, held the stream. I definitely didn't sleep as much as I wanted to last night because I fell asleep late and was having crazy dreams. So it's time for me to get ready to call it a day. We only had 9 minutes or something left anyway, right? Less than 8 minutes. So real quick, here's our schedule. If nothing changes, that's the schedule. CS2 tomorrow. We're right side of the dot. If it changes, I might be adding Call of Duty Warzone around 1:30, 1 or 1:30 based on how my morning goes. I only have a few things I got to do for work tomorrow, but I'm thinking of taking the day off. Just feel a little bit beat. Wouldn't mind being able to sleep in till a little bit later and take the day off. So we'll see what happens. I'll wing it, but it's not 100%, but that's the plan at least. And real quick, shout out to our supporters. We got main foodries across the board, BBT on Patreon, Berkowitz McMaster title on Superchat. Appreciate the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like and sub. Peace out.